Hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. So glad you could make it. I hope you're all doing well. Gemini, we're going to take a look at what are the messages that are going to come through for you about your money and finances, or whenever you view this message applies. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to be pulling a bunch of messages from different decks. So let's get started. Now, Gemini, when I was shuffling and meditating on your energy, I heard message, please hold, holding, still fucking holding. So, Gemini, I feel like that you are trying to get communication, trying to get a dialogue happening here pertaining to money or with work, and you are either not being responded to, or you're not getting all the information you need in this situation, or you're just not getting anything at all. For some of you coming out of this, because you also have, that came out when I was meditating on your energy, is you have separation and is in reverse. So, Gemini, you've been separated from your money, or separated or disconnected in some way regarding a work situation. This separation is changing because it's in reverse. So you're going to be brought back together with that thing you were separated from that was of value in work or with money here. So this is something you're experiencing or you will experience. So whatever it is that you feel like you were separated from, or that was removed from you or kept from you, you're going to get it. It's coming, okay? Because separation is in reverse. You also have, as your energy and attitude, Gemini, is the serpent. Knowledge, healing. That's a 23 breaking down to a 5. For me, that is the Hierophant energy. You could be involved with or dealing with a Taurus individual. So with the serpent here, I feel what you're experiencing here, Gemini, is that some of you are trying to follow signals, or you need to pay attention to the signs of signals in order to assist you to having success concerning a money matter or a work matter. But also, I feel that with knowledge and healing, that there is some sort of knowledge that is important for you, that you are receiving, that heals a money or work situation for you, or that you need information that is important in order to heal a money or work situation that you're dealing with. Also, this is a time where there may be a need for you to ask questions around the matter you're dealing with money, or you are getting the chance to, or having the opportunity to ask questions or ask more questions with things concerning your money or with work. Now, this is you wanting to be in the know because you didn't know, or now you are going to know what the hell's going on about money or with work for you. This is something where you may have been wounded, or you are wounded, and it's a matter that needs some tending to. And for others of you, something new keeps developing, and you start healing and shedding whatever you were experiencing, only for something new to happen that you find yourself having to see a way to heal and shed again. But this is something that is needed at this time, even though you don't see the necessity or why it's necessary. The universe is orchestrating something here for you, okay? So be smart about things here, and make sure you have all the knowledge and the information here, or you're coming into some knowledge or information about money or work where something was kept from you, or you felt disconnected or separated from, that you are going to have given or returned or released to you, but it's going to be added to you or added back to you. Okay, now with that 5 energy, in talking about the Hierophant, you could be dealing with institutions, establishments, You could be dealing with the government, commitments. You could be dealing with the status quo, or trying to or deal with unorthodox approaches or actions that are occurring to you or affecting you personally in some way around work or money. You also could be dealing with matters around work or money in your commitments, in who you are connected to or involved with, where your money or work is connected to as well. This is you getting that information or seeking that information with the Hierophant energy. This is about learning and teaching, belief systems, structures. But also you could be dealing with, something is being done that's not traditional, or there are issues around stability or concerns for that. But also you may be dealing with or bucking up on belief systems. What you want to make sure of, though, is that you aren't operating from any misguided belief. Now, your work could be routine, or you're experiencing some boredom at this time. I also feel like there's been a change or some sort of reduction with work, or reduction with pay. But I see you seeing that reduction be put back to you. It's going to be restored. I'm hearing restored. Now, this is a time also that you could be dealing with matters where there's some expected results. Also, things may or may not be moving in any high or lows. You may not be experiencing any high or lows, or you could be experiencing some highs or lows, as it has to do with your money and or work. But this is you committed and trying to have comfort in your situation. For some of you, I'm hearing you want an apology. You want something corrected. I'm also hearing that, and I got this for you and for Scorpio. So you could be in something with a Scorpio, or sharing something with a Scorpio, or you're just in a similar energy where you are very tired, exhausted even, but also busy. Been very, very busy. So it's like you got tasks, things you have to do, or you're exhausted by routine. So let's see what other messages come through for you here. Oh, by the way, with that Hierophant energy I was talking about, this is a time where you may need to have a more conservative approach with money or work. You may be looking for bank advice from a professional, or you may be focused on your banking or focused on a loan. This is a time where you want to be careful not to make decisions that are high risk around money or work. Be careful not to take chances with money. This is also you perhaps seeking to align with a higher power in a particular situation, or you are aligning with a higher power, or you're facing challenges with a higher power, and you need to decide whether or not this is a time whether you should challenge something or not. Nonetheless, whatever it is that you felt separated from, or that was removed from you, or that you could not attain, I see that changing. Fives are difficult energies. This was something that was not easy to experience, or isn't easy to experience. There's either some struggle for yourself and others, or with yourself, or struggles of the mind, or just in a situation where loss, conflict, or challenges are at play here. There may have been some hard choices here too. So let's see what other messages can come through for you at this time. Messages for Gemini for money and finances, please, Spirit. What other messages need to come through for Geminis about their money and finances? I feel like for some of you, you are finally getting information, knowledge that brings some healing to you in a money situation that you needed addressed or fixed, that would allow money to come to you. that has been kept from you, or you feel has been kept from you, but you didn't get your hands on it yet. And now you're experiencing some measure of relief, because now you are closer to that knowledge of truth that is now on its way, or you do finally in fact receive it. But there's something in progress where you're further along in your understanding about it, or it being taken care of than you ever was before that. Messages for Gemini, money and finances. For some of you, there's a new matter that's coming up where you're dealing with something perhaps connected with work, or of value, where it can have to do with money. It's something of value, of course, because we're talking about money and finances, where there's a new experience of you being separated from something, or kept from something, or something not being restored, and you wanting that knowledge and healing to that situation to get the remedy, to have a solution, or you are receiving that solution now. But it didn't, you still find yourself going through some shit here. I feel like you feel that this was just it was just nonsense. It wasn't necessary to have the experience. Okay, the problems in the system, or problems in who you were aligning with or expected to align with you. There was supposed to be a higher power, like a union or supervisor. I don't know. Thank you, Spirit. You have nothing will come of this situation. Void, of course, nothing will come of this situation. Okay? And then you have you and your loved ones are safe underneath. So there's something that you were going through that nothing was coming of the situation. For some of you, that is going to still be your experience, and where you still need knowledge and healing. But I do feel where separation is in the reverse. Whatever you were experiencing, where nothing was coming of the situation because there was a lack of knowledge and healing, and you were experiencing separation or division or divide or subtraction, but the math was not right. That is now being healed. And even though you've gone through things, or you were experiencing some trepidation, some issues, some difficulties, new shit coming up, you and your loved ones are still safe. So you're okay financially. Okay, you just don't like what you're experiencing. It's uncomfortable. It doesn't make sense to have to go through or put up with, but you're still okay. So let's see what other messages come through for you. That's interesting. I went to pick up this deck and that part just flew out. Let's just take a look at that. Messages for Gemini. What is this? I am investing my money consciously and in alignment with my values. Do I know where my money is invested? Is it in alignment with my goals and values? So you want to know where your money is. Okay? What you're expecting to get, you want to be able to receive. You want some understanding here. You want to be aligned with your money and with the process. This is also asking you, where are you investing your money, and what are you aligning yourself to in terms of your goals about money and work, and as it has to do with your values. But this is you needing to be very conscious of that in your decision making and how you go about acting upon things, where the way that you invest in a situation with money or work, is it aligning with you? Is it giving you the results you want? Are you reaching your goals? There may be issues with getting your goals or values met concerning a money or work situation, even though you may be investing and trying to reach that goal or have a situation valued that is more in alignment with you. We'll pull another one though. Messages for Gemini, money and finances, please. Money and finances. messages. Gemini, money and finances. You may be also needing to see who can help you, or you are finding someone who can help you as well. Messages for Gemini, money and finances, please. Thank you. Serenity. Serenity now. What is that serenity prayer? Change the things that you can change. Don't focus on the things you can't. Focus on recovering. It may be this is a good time to have some lavender with you. So there's something that you had to surrender. You had to let go of, or there's a need to let go of it because it's not serving you to invest in it, or you've done all you can. Serenity now is about releasing the things that you cannot change and accepting that, but also knowing when there are things you can change and asserting yourself to do so. So this is a matter where you just had to pick and choose when you could take up action, as well as pick and choose when you needed to not act on something. So some of you may be waiting after acting upon something. Some of you are waiting before you act upon something. Some of you are letting this go because you realize you can't change it. Some of you are experiencing serenity of the universe supporting you with something that's just not changing right now, or while you wait for change. But I do still feel that you're okay. So let's see what other messages come through for you. More messages, please, for Gemini, or for whenever Gemini views this. Money and finances, please, Gemini. Thank you. Avoid obstacles. So you want to receive the invite. You want someone else to make the move. And the chances are they will, okay, concerning money or work. This is you deciding to avoid obstacle, or there's a need to avoid an obstacle or issue that can happen here, which is why serenity is here. There may be something you just need to lay down, or just take a pause or a step back, because nothing's going to come from it as long as you keep trying to assert yourself. There's a need for you to heal and try to see what knowledge or information comes through, or to attain more knowledge and information on this matter. But the chances are you're going to receive some sort of news about money or with work that is going to be something favorable for you, that you're going to be pleased by with that heart there. All right, something that gets your feelings, touches your feelings. Let's see what other messages come through. Messages for Gemini. So if it's something that you were getting resistance with, or there was delays around, or you were kept from, or you weren't restored or added back, whether this is money, work hours, time, vacation, shit like that, is coming back to you. Okay? Just take a deep breath. Avoid obstacles. Don't make shit harder than they need to be. Even though you may not be the problem, they'll somehow make it seem like it is you that's causing it. So, just show some grace and move in grace. Messages for Gemini. Money and finances, please. Whenever Gemini is viewing this. Thank you. Acceptance. Yeah, it's something that there's a need for you to have some acceptance with. It ain't right, but you gotta let it be okay. It ain't right, but you gotta let it be okay. Because I'm here. It ain't right, but it's okay. I'm going anyway. Accept your current financial situation and past decisions. Realize that you are in full control of your financial future. Okay? So have some acceptance. This may be something you may have had some part in this that set things up in a way that caused you to have to deal with something being removed or not applied back to you here. Okay, something that I think you were conscious about or made a conscious decision around, that you may had some sort of expectation for a certain result that you didn't get. But you will get it, just you didn't get it yet, or you are getting it and it took some getting to. Let's see what some other messages are for you. Messages for Gemini. Money and finances, please. Messages for Gemini. Okay, I'm also picking up, Gemini, for some of you, there's a new matter that's coming up that is about your money or with work. There's some sort of change where you want to avoid an obstacle or avoid issues in your pay due to this change. And there is you wanting acceptance, or you're curious if there will be acceptance, and then there's knowledge needed so that you can get some healing around this. Whatever the concern, though, be very conscientious in how you proceed or what you align yourself to. And also, there may be a need for you to just take a pause before you actually move forward on this, because no matter what's going on here, even if it looks like nothing will come of the situation, or you're concerned about that, nothing will come of the situation that will be a detriment to you. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay? So, breathe. Say a little prayer for me. You may be wanting that. Just pray. Messages for Gemini, please. Somebody has done some half-ass shit. Okay, somebody has done some half-ass shit. You got here one step at a time. So because of some half-ass shit that has happened, something's in the gray area, or something's not being illuminated or brought to the light due to some half-ass shit. It's gonna be a process to get addressed, or to climb the matter to get it to where it needs to be, at the level it needs to be at. And dance it out. Okay? Dance it out. So there's a need to free yourself for the situation, or take the necessary steps here. Okay, you may be trying to tango with this situation, but it's going to be a process. Just make sure you check your chakras before you wreck your chakras, as it has to do with your money or work and the situation is pertaining to here. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I did say we did pull a card from there. Next. Let's see what else we got coming through for you. Messages for Gemini, money and finances, please. There's some money you've been waiting for, and you've gotten some information. Either this money is for you or somebody you're connected to where it impacts your money. And there's some knowledge you get that brings some healing around that money situation where you were waiting for or needing some sort of understanding that you weren't getting before. Thank you. Opportunity beckons. Okay? So there was something that you weren't getting satisfaction with, that you want some satisfaction with. There's an opportunity coming up, or you are now getting the opportunity. But I feel like there's a need for you to just let things align with time and patience, and you just having a serene approach towards it. Okay, don't chase it, or you'll be running after it and you'll never catch it, right? And then find balance. Okay, find balance with the situation for yourself while this is being worked out, or until it's worked out. Okay, around money or work. But there's some juggling here. There's a time capsule. You're waiting for something to come into full bloom. You're wanting some sort of agreement. You want your cup filled. You want something changed. And you're struggling to adapt to the change while you're waiting for more change. More messages for Gemini. Money and finances. But this is going to shift. This is going to shift. This is something that may have been a hot debate on how to deal with, and you may have been finding yourself, or you find yourself in more than one situation around money and or work that is a hot debate for you to deal with, and there's a duality. So depending on the choice or the lack of a choice, depending on what you're debating and the amount of conflict around it, also depending on what you discover or how you're able to reorientate or have the situation rebalanced or changed, you're going to be able to see a certain path that you'll get to go down as a result of that decision or action, or the ability to find balance or be balanced until balance comes to you. You have power is the execution of knowledge. So there's something around some information here. Some information, some knowledge here. Underneath, it's not what you give, it's what you take. Lessons, knowledge, love, courage, self-respect, hope. So there's something you want some respect put in place, or you want to be respected on. This is something you're hoping for. This is something where you're waiting for information or knowledge, or you're learning a lesson here. This is you having courage to assert yourself. This is you not only concerned with how you assert yourself, but how well you are received, as well as to what extent do you go through or put up with things, and being mindful of that. And the power to execute is based on your knowledge or understanding. So there may be a lack of understanding, or you're coming into some understanding. There may have been a lack of information, or you're coming into some information, but some healing is going to happen here for you, Gemini, around money or work situation, or both. Let's see what some more messages are. More messages, please, for Gemini. Oh, get this deck. Oh, so there's something you want to return to. There's something you want to return to, that you want some satisfaction or a successful conclusion to. Messages for Gemini, money and finances, please. Thank you. Plan. Anticipate setbacks and failures. Plan for them. Don't let them drain your energy. Use them as fuel to go after your dreams. So you've been getting some disruption or interference with your plans, or experiencing some errors with money or with work. And it has caused some setbacks, or you fail to be able to address a setback that you're experiencing, or there's a delay with that. But it may have to do strictly with business, or just the business of things, or with the way things work, or to do with work. But there's a need for you to prioritize and focus. Narrow your focus. Split energy leads to poor results. Prioritize your most important business tasks and get them done first. So prioritize, pick one struggle at a time, okay, to address. Don't try to come at everything all at once. That's just, that's scattered energy, and it doesn't yield much result. So make sure you have understanding here. There's something that you're questioning, okay, or you want questioned. It has to do with your ability to eat, to be fed, to get your share, to get your portion, okay? And you're hungry, or you're not trying to starve. You're like, fuck that. Okay, what did that do? Let's see what some messages that are coming through for you about your money and finances whenever you're viewing it. Messages for Gemini, please. Yeah, there's potential for money or a new source of money to come in, but right now it's being held up, or there's some controlling, negative, toxic factor around it that's has kept it from coming to you. But that shit is going to end. You will get the transition from this. You will get the news that you're looking for. Okay, you will get the response. You'll get to go in that new direction, or there's a new path you're going to take. Something that you've been waiting for a satisfactory conclusion, either for your family, with money, something of value, or with work. You're going to get satisfaction and conclusion to this. It's something for many of you that you are returning to, or there's something new happening that's it's familiar. You've been here before. You've been through this before. Messages for Gemini, money and finances. You're gonna get satisfaction, Gemini. Hang in there. Let's see what it could be for you about money. Ooh, yeah. Gemini, you got the Three of Swords as the overall energy. So there's some sort of disappointment, temporary setback, some suffering, a breakdown in communication, external factors, or just you're dealing with motherfuckers, people, that you're not all on the same page, or there's different agendas, or there's a lack of assisting or addressing a situation that you're concerned with, or you may be experiencing some sort of loss or separation in money. The Three of Swords, I feel like this was an unexpected loss. I keep feeling like there's something that you expected. Also be careful of any huge debt, and if there's a matter at work you're dealing with, it's just going to be a process. It's something that's going to have to be taken up step by step, okay? But the Three of Swords is also saying focus on, separating yourself from the pain or the suffering or the setback by you seeing how to recover, taking things, step by step, bit by bit, piece by piece to start to fix it around some sort of offer or opportunity or something that would have given you some sort of emotional gratification concerning money or work. But you do have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is there was some planning around money or work, or a way of thinking, a plan of action that was being carried out with the idea that you were going to be able to dominate. The Two of Wands, this is saying that, whatever the plan was or whatever it was that you decided on that you expected to dominate, there's a delay with that. It's something that is in the works, or you are needing to wait for whatever you thought you were acting upon or expecting a plan to come together about. It's going to come together, just not yet, but it will, or there may be a need for more planning here about this. This may be a matter that's not completely in your hands. Here with the Two of Wands, remember twos is with duality, so this is something that had the potential to go either way, but now it's going down a certain path where now this is being debated. There's a conflict or a decision that needs to be made, but there's something in the bounds here concerning money or work. You do have the moon. With the moon energy here, you could be also involved with or dealing with a Cancer or Pisces individual. With the moon about your money and finances here, you may feel like you have a lot of feelings and emotions here, a lot of intense feelings and emotions when it comes to your money and finances. But whatever matter you are experiencing where there's some difficulty around money, you should get some resolution with that situation by the next full moon, or by the next full moon cycle. But also there may be some fear or worry or you needing clarity around a money situation. This is also asking you not to make any major decisions concerning money or work. This is also asking you to use your intuition. This is also, something that you were barking about, that you may have been being ignored by an institution or an establishment because they're giving you challenges or resistance or causing a little bit of chaos with you. The moon is also saying there's some uneasiness or uncertainty around money or work here, or a particular situation of value. On the moon, you do have the 10 of Wands. This is due to you experiencing some sort of burden or feeling overwhelmed or not seeing the end result in the game being played here around money or work situation that you want to see brought to an end, or you don't know when it's going to come to an end. You also have for your money and finances is the Hierophant. Remember I spoke about that Hierophant energy, so here it is showing up. You could be in fact dealing with the Taurus individual, but this is something that's concerning institutions, structures, systems, establishments, status quo. This is that knowledge, that information here. This is a belief system. This is the higher power. This is perhaps you trying to have the faith. You could be dealing with the bank, looking to get a loan or looking to get some restitution. I'm hearing restitution here. But this is you committed, or there's issues with the commitment with the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands here. There may be issues with commitment. The Hierophant is also saying that you could be experiencing issues because you challenge the higher power, or you're experiencing issues because you're not challenging the higher power. So either one could apply. This is also you being conservative, or there's a need to be conservative in your approach, or with the way you handle a work matter, or with the way you handle your money, or your money is affected because of a commitment that you're in where your spouse or your significant other was experiencing a lot of burden and challenges, not knowing when they were going to receive some money or get something fixed around money or to do with work, where there was something always in process or in the works, but you never saw the results, and now you're going to see the results, whether this is for you or who you are around. On that Hierophant, you do have the 8 of Cups. So there was something emotionally unfulfilling to do with the system or with work or an institution, or with the way something was being governed, or whatever rule was established. This is you unfulfilled by that, perhaps wanting to go to challenge the status quo, but wanting to move on from something unfulfilling and achieve some satisfaction in the situation. For some of you, you do. For others, you don't. I say that because you do have an outcome of the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a challenging energy. So there is something a little chaotic happening around your money or with work, where there may be something you are disputing. But 5s talk about you dealing with some sort of hard choice. You're fighting with others. There's struggles in the mind and in the situation where loss, conflict, or challenges are concerned. This is some sort of instability or challenge or something that needs some resolution. This is also you dealing with some sort of adversity, wanting some sort of stimulation or intervention in a situation. This may be you just simply having resignation to a situation. And this is you wanting to see change, wanting something to transition, or this is you finally able to separate yourself from something that you were being kept from, or that you had challenges getting done or taken care of or acted upon. On that 5 of Wands, you do have the Fool. So there is some challenges or struggle, or there's some sort of change or a lot of communication. And with the Fool energy, or with something that you want some freedom with, or you want taken in a new direction, or you want to have a fresh start with, or you want some sort of reset. You want someone to take care of something or take some responsibility. So for some of you, you're going to experience some challenge. Okay, everybody's experiencing challenges. The thing is, some of you are going to have continue to experience challenges because you are experiencing some irresponsibility, or someone's being like bold and dismissive, or there's some bold dismissive energy here, or it's due to inexperience, or this also could be due to some carefree attitude or possible cowardice or fear, or due to stagnation or recklessness. For others of you, you experience challenges, but there's a change that's going to come in that allows you to have a new start and get some freedom in this situation, because you get the matter taken care of. But there's some sort of struggle, there's arguments in order to achieve this new beginning or get something taken care of here. So let's see what some guidance is here for you. I gotta tell you, Gemini, this looks rough. It looks like you're going through something rough here, okay? In terms of the behavior and actions around your money or work, either on your part or on the part of others, or all of the above. But knowledge is power. And that Three of Swords is saying that whatever setback you're experiencing, where there are external factors influencing your money or work situation, or you are experiencing loss, this is a setback that's temporary, and a setback that you can recover from, but it is going to be you doing the work to take the necessary steps to recover and change it. What is some guidance for Geminis about their money and finances, please? So whenever Gemini is viewing this, thank you. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So there's a need for you to stay positive about your money and work situation. There's a need for you to continue to do your part, but also where you are expecting some generosity or some sort of exchange, know that you will see some remedy here, okay? Some remedy will come in for you here. If not by the way that you expect, it will occur by some other means. And at the bottom, you do have pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. Okay? So also be mindful not to do anything reckless on your part to cause challenges with your money. But just know that there are challenges around your money and finances, challenges that can cause your money or work situation to be chaotic. But there's a need for you to focus on how do you get freedom in this situation, or how do you take this in a new direction, or how do you have a new start, or where can you begin or start anew. And in terms of money, pay yourself first. Okay, be careful, not reckless or wasteful. Pay yourself first, because you could have issues with money if you're not budgeting well, or if you're not planning, or you're not operating from a place of anticipation. I do see that you're going to be okay, but there's a need for you to focus on how you can do better with what you have, so that you are not unfulfilled, and that whatever obstacles or challenges you face, you do see yourself through them, because you will, because you and your loved ones are safe. So despite what you're going through, know that the universe is supporting you, okay? And no matter what it looks like, what you go through, nothing will come of the situation that you cannot manage or thrive or survive. I hope these messages help. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye, Gemini.